Hello, welcome to my artifact presentation. It's a board game called Copywriting the Copy Wrongs, and it's for the Digital Citizenship Lesson Plan Copyright and Creative Credit. The standards are: identify art and artifacts from major movements and time periods and place them on a timeline, demonstrate personal responsibility for lifelong learning, and identify similarities between the use of skills and processes in art, parentheses, problem solving, critical thinking, perceptual skills, and other subject areas, and describe how integration of disciplines enhances learning. These standards are for 6th to 8th grade, and how these learning standards would be met can be outlined in these objectives. Students will be able to identify famous works of art, the artist, and what period and movement they belong to, and students will be rewarded for getting the correct answer by moving ahead in the game. Students will be able to properly cite sources and give credit on online platforms to avoid copyright laws, and students will be able to integrate the use of art with copyright, two separate subjects, and will be able to show their knowledge on copyright through the form of the game. Okay. So how you play the game is you would have a dice, like, ooh, I'm rolling a dice right now, pretend, and then you would take one of these wonderful game pieces that I designed in the 3D printer. They're so cute. I'm gonna use this one right here, some technology. It's very cute, so adorable. Let's say I just rolled a 1, and so I landed on the pink square, and the pink square is a true or false question. So then you would have the player to your left read the card to you. This is designed for like 4 to 5 students. And the example true or false question I wrote out is: quoting a book with just the author is not an infringement of copyright law, because earlier in the lesson students watched videos on copyright, and so the person would ask that person true or false, and then if it is, if they get it correct, then they get to stay on that space. If they get it wrong, then they have to go back to where they started. Let's say I rolled the dice again and I moved up. There's 4 different types of cards. If you land on orange, it's a free space. The next one is the blue. It's copyright or not. And it asks about a specific work and whether it's still protected under copyright law. My example that I have here is like about Shakespeare's works, and that is also along with the art integration into the game. Roll another dice. Let's say I get the yellow. The yellow gives students an example scenario. So on this card it says, Bobby writes a song for the school talent show. Is his song protected automatically under copyright law? The answer is yes, because the video the students watch earlier in the lesson plan like states that like once something is created, it doesn't have to be like certifiably copyrighted, like to have like artistic intent and be artistic property. So it's like an example scenario, so that gives students the chance to directly apply some of the information they've learned. And then the very last one you can get is green, which is guess that painting, which is more of that art integration. And on here, like the example one, I would have a link to Vincent van Gogh's Starry Nights, and they would be able to like just look at that link and be able to identify it as part of the emergence. So those are the 4 different colored categories of the game, and whoever gets all the way around copywriting the copy wrong is the winner. Yeah, I think this is just a really cool game to engage students. I would have little videos and resources also connected on